Well, this is the first time you've seen my gameplay in quite some time and not novels. And also, this is the first time we've made a video not the day before. But today, the Season 19 launch trailer just revealed, and it entailed a lot of new map changes that you could finally see, and it was pretty good, I gotta be honest. A lot of Stormpoint has updated completely, and just in case you haven't seen the trailer already, we'll play it in the background for you also. If you guys want a chance to win the Revenant Heirloom Prestige skin, all you gotta do is like, comment, and subscribe. And without further ado, let's talk about what's new and coming into Apex Season 19. So first off, I gotta be honest with you, the launch trailer wasn't what I was hoping it would be. It was still pretty good, but I think the main reason it was good is because we got to see the Season 19 map changes on Stormpoint. But this whole musical vibe and Revenant singing was so weird and just didn't really feel like Apex Legends, to be honest with you. Throughout the background of the trailer, you could see multiple POI updates and changes, and then I've also even heard some wildlife updates and placements of them as well. You can even see some of the usage of Conduit's abilities, which I think is going to pair very well, and honestly, I wouldn't even be surprised if this becomes a competitive ranked character also. So this picture gives you a pretty good overview of the map and what it looks like from a bird's eye view. But you got to also remember, with this being the animated version, you're missing a lot of structures here. So I know a lot of people are going to look at this and say, what in the world happened to everything? But I think they did this in Season 3 with World's Edge as well, where it looked like certain map changes were taking place, but a lot of the things that were on the animated trailer turned out to not be in the real game, and then vice versa. A lot of the things that were not shown obviously eventually did come in the real game also. So first off, this picture right here should indicate some side of the south part of the map. Being that Stormpoint is a downward slope and towards fish farms, you have more of the beachy access vibe, and also because it's closer to the water, it's a lot more realistic to sea level. So this should be on the southern side of the map, probably even the bottom right side of the map where fish farms would be. One complaint I've always had about that POI is it was just a bunch of houses and no like real high tier loot building, and that's why a lot of teams didn't like to land there when it came to ranked or competitive or anything like that. But it does seem like there's a little bit bigger of a building that's more of a structured building, that's more of a central hub building rather than just a bunch of little houses you can see in the background right here. But remember, there's also multiple beachside accesses to Stormpoint. One has a more clear predominant blue water and white sand kind of vibe, others do not, but still water is present. However, there's another side of the map, I guess it could still possibly be the same one, where a lot of these buildings and houses are still present, but thankfully it looks like they're going to be a little bit bigger, and then also some even more houses. It looks like this one just floating up in the sky from a crane or something. Now, after they leave that POI on a trident, it looks like they head over to what could be lightning rod or some sort of like pylon. This even could be like the Watson Town takeover, I guess, which makes no sense because it's on the opposite side of the map. But it is just an animated trailer, it is just a launch trailer, but it also means that maybe some other parts of the map could be updated to have more beachside access. It also even have like a high point of the map that just has a low drop down to the sea. So instead of just the south side of the map having the beach stuff, you could also see the north side of the map have beach stuff now. I'm not saying it's happening, just saying it's possible. When they start fighting here, you can see Conduit use a lot of her abilities. There's also some updated choke points on the map right here that you can see that seem to have some spider wildlife in the background as well. Stormpoint has always been known for its better side of competitive use, and it's predominantly because of how the map is laid out and the way the choke points work and all. So I really hope that they continue to do a great job on this one. But after that fight is over, it looks like they make their way once again to another POI, and I don't really even know where this one is. It looks like it's on the edge of the map again, so it could be on the east or west coast, because once again you could see the beachside access right behind it, and nonetheless it looks like they've just simply upgraded a lot of these POIs. So places that weren't normally good loot now suddenly have these really big buildings, multiple side buildings, and I really like what they've done with the map. Now, right after this was over, the Apex Legends trailer did let us know that the gameplay trailer reveal is actually going to be on the 26th. So that's literally coming up in 3 days, which means it's going to be this Thursday, and more than likely at 11 a.m. Eastern once again. Now, in this gameplay trailer, things are going to be a little bit different because you're going to be able to see a little bit more of a realistic sense of what Season 19 will look like rather than the animated version. And don't forget, you've seen some of the map changes in this launch trailer, but you have not seen them all. Yes, there are still more to discover pretty soon. But on top of that, we normally get the patch notes on that day as well. So we'll be able to see the nerfs, the buffs, the changes, and then also some of the implementation additions that they've added as well. So if they decide to go for like a new permanent mode in the mixtape playlist, if they decide to add some new item like an evac tower like we saw before, they would obviously put this in here, and you'll get all of those notes on Thursday. So Thursday is going to be an even bigger day than today, but at least we finally got to see our first glimpse at Stormpoint map updates. And I told you guys just before that it was more than just a town takeover. We got multiple POI updates, multiple changes, and then I've also heard that the lighting on the map is also going to be updated as well. So instead of the normal lighting that you see now, it seems like it's going to be more of like a morning vibe, like golden hour, kind of like 8 a.m. vibe. We'll see obviously if that stays true, but of course there's a lot of excitement right now with the new map updates and the season 19 Ignite launch trailer. But what's crazy is that wasn't everything to look out for today as well, because we also got another update on Titanfall 2. They've been doing these leaks or cryptic messages or updates, and people were trying to figure out what's been going on with this whole Titanfall situation, right? We know that they've been doing something. We know they've been hiding something. They've been bringing new modes into Titanfall 2, updating new modes, renaming new modes, adding all these cryptic messages. Well, today there was an updated once again. It actually updated twice. One was saying that they were trying to resend encrypted messages coming from Derek again, and then there was a response. Thank you to the Borgster for tagging me in this over on Twitter, but it looks like this time it was hex code. It says receiving message encrypted, protocol unknown, failed to decrypt, printing the raw message, and it's a bunch of letters and numbers, and it looks like it was a hex code. I asked what this meant, and it looks like it translates to message from Candy to Cooper, corruption detected. Really interested to see what you guys think this means down below also. So let me know what you guys are thinking down in the comment section below about all these changes that happened today, and until the next time, we will see you all later, Gators.